Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Main Character Syndrome. I'm your host, Cheesymanfredo, aka Alfredo Morales, and with me here in every episode so far. Please do not check if he has been in every episode, because he has. You can trust me. Julian, my co-host. Say hello, Julian.
I've been here the whole time.
Yep, exactly. Don't double check. I swear he's been here the whole time, right? And before we meet our new wonderful guests for today's episode, I'd like to thank Tectonic Improv and Toya VA for last episode where we solved the mystery of Jazz Jackrabbit, and we find out what was he doing? Where was he during 9/11?
I remember Jazz Jack Off Rabbit. Classic. We used to play him at my cousin's house. Classic.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can't tell who that is Pan Pizza joining us with here again. There he is. Say hi,
It's
Pan.
me, the Pizza Man. Coo-hoo.
Yep, that's him. And with here today is our new guest, Mango. I don't know if you have some sort of little subtitle to your name, Mango, or you just
yeah. Who are you,
Mango? Yeah.
Oh, subtitle.
Well,
I go by Mango.
If you want.
But I mean, like, my YouTube is Neon Caffeine, if that's what you're asking. But I don't know, people just like call me Mango, I guess.
Okay, well, I'll call you Mango, but their YouTube channel is Neon Caffeine if you want to check that out.
Yeah.
And say hi, Mango. What are you about? What do you do?
I breed axolotls, and yes. And I am a law student, so I'm going to become Saul Goodman, but for copyright on YouTube, I guess. Also, I make YouTube videos about shitty cartoons.
I'm going to become trans Saul Goodman.
I'm already trans Saul Goodman.
Sally Goodwoman will be my name.
But I'm already trans Saul Goodman.
Or maybe Sally Badwoman.
Sally Bad.
Souls feels bad, man.
Saul's feels bad, yeah. And let's just say I wanna start today's episode with this tweet that someone makes like every 3 months, and I made it like a couple months ago, and then someone else, and then this one was made by Schaeferillis, but it's a very funny topic to like constantly bring up, and it's take a look at this image right here.
All right, can we talk about that? What a weird and kind of disrespectful joke this was. This would be like if someone made an ice cream shop themed around 9/11, and it's a picture of I forget which Marvel movie, but
it is from Thor: Love and Thunder. It was the last Thor movie.
Thor.
And this is like an ice cream store that is, because if you're not up to date to MCU lore like I am, and Asgard was destroyed, so all the Asgardians had to move to Earth, and they have a new place called New Asgard, and in New Asgard, some fucking edgelord opened an ice cream store called Infinity Cone.
Yeah,
and it's very insensitive.
Yeah,
it kind of fits though, because isn't like every other corner of New Asgard just like a tourist trap nonsense?
Infinity cones.
Oh fuck! You think like because like Asgardians aren't used to like working, they had to kind of like use the gimmick of them being kind of like aliens to kind of get money and like tourism.
Yeah, maybe that's all they got.
It's like living in a highly populated metropolitan area and then going to Chinatown. Except racist.
I get stuff like in India, there's like a place called Hitler's
what
Ice
the
Cream
fuck?
or something. Yeah. You
Are
never
they
seen that
for or
image of
against
Hitler's
Hitler?
Ice cream? Well, I don't know.
Well,
They're
Hitler is serving
neutral.
the ice
man.
cream, so I think that implies a lot.
Wait, do you think this story is like for or against Thanos? Like they want the snap to happen again.
I mean, there was that like graffiti in the Hawkeye show that said Thanos was right.
Do you think, like, I like to think about like how do they find out that the guy's name was Thanos? Because as far as they know, that whole thing happened in a country that people didn't even know existed until like half a year ago, you know? So it's like the Avengers would have to do like a press release where like
Yeah.
Iron Man goes on stage and be like, "Yeah, if you're wondering why everyone disappeared, there was a space alien named Thanos." It's like all this shit you have to like start believing in. I mean, I guess you already like live in a universe with Thor and Hulk, and you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. But then there's like this alien guy too, who just
Yeah.
wanted to wipe out the like just a shitload of people.
There's also the tacit implication of mythical beings because I guess the Eternals have to have been like seen somewhere.
I really fucking hate the Eternals.
I saw that movie and I fell
Oh, and the
asleep
Inhumans.
like partway through. I don't remember shit about it. I was like, damn, this sucks. I'm gonna go
I
to
haven't
sleep.
seen an MCU movie since Spider-Man.
No, you watched the Eternals and you
I
fell
didn't
asleep
see that
during
crap.
it. I was there. Yes, you did. I was
You
there.
weren't there, stupid idiot.
Yes,
I was
I was
was there
literally
too.
on your couch. We were watching
Yeah.
it and we fell asleep because it
Honestly,
sucked. I was there.
You
I was
know,
on your
at
couch
this point, I
too,
can't tell if
man.
Mango's joking or they really did believe that happened because that movie sucked as.
It did happen. What are
I
you
would never
talking
watch
about?
Eternals.
Yes, you fucking did. Yes, you fucking did.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at this.
Man, you don't remember
Who the
Kilgo? You don't remember Kilgo?
Kilgo. What the fuck's a Kilgo?
We
You don't-
watched it
you
for
don't
like
remember
10
Kilgo?
minutes and then we went to sleep.
No, you what? That was Black Adam.
Oh,
No, we
Oh,
also
his name is-
watched Black Adam, but we also watched the Eternals for 10 minutes.
We
and it
never
sucked.
watched the Eternals.
Yes,
we
we
watched
did.
Black
Yes,
Adam.
We did. Yes, we did. Shut the fuck up. No
I
one
can't
likes
tell
you.
if Mango's joking or serious. Is this a slash J?
no, his
Is this a
Joking.
slash
Are you
J?
Kingo.
delusional?
You're delusional.
Are you fucking delusional? You are
I showed you
delusional.
Frisky Dingo and you didn't like that.
Yeah, because it fucking
No,
sucks.
it's funny.
It's kind of hilarious.
Add
that he
farm
gets shredded for
keyboard.
this role.
Add farm
Yeah.
keyboard.
Absolute garbage. Dude, you have no
Wait, hold
fucking
on.
taste. What is wrong with you? Like, fundamentally, like, were you dropped on your head as a
Well-
baby? Or is it something genetically that's wrong with you?
Well, I call it lost wages.
So you
fuck
don't
are you
remember?
talking
Wait,
about?
wait, Pan. So you seriously tell me right now you don't remember? Kingo.
I don't know what the
You do not
fuck
remember Kingo.
Eternals. I didn't see Eternals.
Look at this.
He
Look at
did
this
see
man.
It, I
Isn't-
swear on my fucking dead bird's grave
You don't remember
that-
Kingo?
that he has
Pan.
seen Eternals. I swear on Skittles' grave.
This is he a comedian? I recognize that guy somewhere.
He
Yeah.
he's like an actor. I think he used to do comedies, but then he got
Oh,
shredded,
no.
and then it's funny. It's funny how he. I feel like there's certain people out there that don't need to get shredded, you know.
Yeah.
But he's part of that.
Yeah, we should have
group.
gotten like pudgy Star Lord, but you know that Chris Pratt had to like work out for that role.
I think I really like Kingo. He's my representation. He's brown, has a square head,
Oh
just
yeah,
like
that
me.
square. That head is pretty square.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's. Oh wait, he
Yep.
was in the Lego Ninjago movie. I recognize his voice. Classic.
Yeah, when he shows up in the Eternals, I haven't seen it, but I have tangential knowledge of every.
He's got a very
MCU
specific
movie.
voice because apparently he played Prismo on Adventure Time. It's like, yeah, I hear that voice.
Oh, that was him.
Prismo.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
I
that
love
was
Prismo.
Prismo. Kingo is a centrist because the kind of like the problem that the Eternals are facing is that like there's a giant like space god inside Earth, and when it hatches, it's gonna like destroy Earth. And half of the Eternals are kind of like, oh, base, let's let that happen. And the other half are kind of like, no, people dying is wrong, actually. And Kingo is like, whoa, guys, I don't want to fight my buddies. I'm going to be a centrist.
Yeah,
I'm not going to make
I'm
a
dealing with
decision.
that. I'm gonna go over here.
I'm going to go back to India. It's funny because these guys, like, predate ethnicities, but luckily, Kingo looks he looks Indian, so he hangs out with Indians, and he's, like, in Bollywood movies
Ballin'.
in the movie.
Wait, what is that? Is that a plot in the
Exactly.
movie? He's just hanging.
Yeah, that
As
happens.
a superhero,
yeah,
like
happens in the
he's
movie.
like a.
Well, the Eternals are like immortals that were placed on Earth because there's monsters, yada yada, space gods, blah 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 blah. You know,
Do you not remember, Pan? Do you seriously not remember?
you
I
seriously
didn't
forgot
watch this
the plot for
shit.
Eternals.
I don't know if you're like
I
lying
don't know
or
if
you
you're
genuinely
fucking
don't
lying, you
remember.
fucking ass.
You're lying. Why don't you go and check your fucking whatever service it's on?
It's on
Check your
Disney
letterbox.
Plus.
And no,
I made a review
no,
about
I'm
it.
serious. I'm serious. Disney Plus. Look at your fucking Disney Plus and see if it's
Nah.
watched. Okay. So
No,
you're admitting
look,
you're
I'm
wrong.
looking. Look, hang on, let me look. All I have for like my Disney Plus history is like Simpsons and Pepper Ann. She wants to colonize. Never mind.
Span. No, that doesn't rhyme. Never mind.
Colonize Iran, I guess.
Iran.
Well, I mean,
she sold missiles to the
possibly,
Iranians.
yeah.
Back
She
in-
would
I don't
do
trust
that.
her. Like, she always has those,
Yeah.
like, every episode, like, I've talked about this before, but, like, Pepper Ann always, every episode opens to her, like, having a dream that she's, like, taking down a bunch of, like, tribal people, just, like, all these brown people for some reason.
She colonized.
Yeah, she's just, like, trying to
She has
colonize
a
them.
dream of colonizing.
I don't know what that's about, why she fantasizes about that every night.
There was it kind of reminds me of in the Mighty Bee.
Oh my
The main character, she's like an Ayn Rand
What
fan.
the fuck?
Oh, no.
What the?
Yeah.
How do you be a fan of Ayn Rand?
I don't know, but she's a girl boss because Ayn Rand is a girl boss, and Mighty Bee is also a girl boss.
She is
you
the girl
know?
boss.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl boss. Not you gonna admit she was a Sigma female. She was a Sigma.
She really
woman.
was.
Oh man.
I feel like she'd be a master manipulator in this day and age.
Yeah.
She was master manipulating welfare at the end of her
Oh.
life. I'll tell you that much.
Oh man, that don't sound good.
Destroyed.
That's pretty epic. Speaking of epic, you guys seen the Mario
No,
movie?
not yet.
Came out.
No.
You have not seen it?
No, because Austin fucking drove 40 minutes to where I live and then didn't tell me he was here, and I waited in the lobby for 40 minutes while he watched the Mario movie without me on accident.
What the fuck?
How do you?
Yeah, this happened
That's
like
so
2
weird.
days ago.
No.
That's so weird.
It's okay, I love you, Austin. It's okay.
Wait, is it the same Austin we're talking about?
Yeah.
Before the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
lives by
wild.
me. I know.
Oh, okay, that's cool. He used to live closer to where I am, but then he left.
Oh yeah, I
And
know.
I never got a chance to say hi.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah, we hang out pretty
Just to
often
make
here.
sure, because I'm not fully following, we're not talking about Austin McConnell, right?
Who the
No,
fuck?
not the YouTuber Austin McConnell.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I hate that guy.
Austin Lane is the guy working on his own little series called Dota Docs.
Yeah.
I think I said that right.
Yeah, you did. It's the Clean
Yeah,
series.
It also has your movie. It has Adam from your movie Sucks on it, who has me blocked on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why.
Damn.
I don't know what
It's
I
a
did.
mystery. I don't got any cool people that blocked me, as far as I know. Don't know, except for a
Really?
Chicago party ant.
Well,
Yeah, you're not blocked by
You had that
Adam
coming.
Sessler like I am.
No.
I've got that Adam Sessler block.
Oh man.
oh, that sounds so familiar. Who's
From
Adam
X-Play.
Sessler? That sounds so familiar. Who's that?
He's
They-
the
X-
video game
Oh.
reviewer turned analytics company owner.
Analytics company.
Is he the blonde
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
Wait,
blonde
I
guy?
didn't-
Oh
I-
damn, yeah. Did you call him racist?
Yeah, because if
Just
No,
like everyone
no,
else was doing.
he blocked me because I asked him if he was going to ClussyCon,
Oh.
and he didn't know what that meant. So he actually had a conversation until somebody told him clown or Clussy meant clown pussy, and then he blocked me. So
Oh,
He's lost his humor in his old
yeah,
age.
like
right,
I don't know, like
he's getting senile.
people were calling out his like old review of games like so a lot of JRPGs like
it was a JRPG,
Like baiting
and
kiddos.
they were making kind of like they're making a couple of very insensitive
White-
Asian jokes that were totally cool back in the day.
oh,
but
I don't know if they were cool back in the day, but there was a lot of weird white replacement theory jokes. They were like
wow.
the Japanese will not replace us. I don't know why they just. I guess it was funnier at the time. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't know.
Look, it was totally cool to be a white supremacist back in the day.
Yeah.
You know,
Plus
and
a
then
Pan
Trump
would
made.
know.
Yeah, Pan would know. He's family with white supremacists.
Oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
My family's
Yeah.
Mexican. No.
I
you're
seen your-
literally whiter than
Oh,
I am,
man.
Pan.
I seen your high school pictures, Pan. That was a white
No.
boy. That's a white boy. points at him, points at white boy. That's a
Point
white
and
boy.
laugh at him. Point and laugh at him. Now,
Point.
I have recordings of him saying every slur. He went through the Wikipedia of slurs and just read out every one unprompted. It was really fucked up. It was when I was having like a mental breakdown, so I'm just here crying because like my bird died, and he's just reading out this list of slurs. It was awful.
No.
Honestly, that's a very relatable pastime.
It was kind of weird for Pan to do the audio book for Mein Kampf. It was kind of
Oh
very,
man,
very interesting.
That was
choice.
the Emily
weird. I was
voice.
surprised.
Yeah, the Emily voice Mein Kampf was a very interesting video.
So sad.
His most viewed video too, which says a lot about his
Wait,
fan
you're
base,
talking
I feel.
about it being in a video? I thought you were talking about how he would like read that during sex.
No.
But, okay. We're talking about two different things.
Sad. So sad.
Honestly, I
boy.
think you could do something like that and then sell it on Gumroad.
Oh yeah.
Like Gods
That's
of Calf.
hell yeah.
Gumroad is kind of crazy because they're really like buddy with like Stone Toss.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're extremely buddy with Stone Toss. Because everyone's complaining, and like a bunch of other kind of like right wingers and like white supremacist types, and they're all like, "Yeah, we're all about free speech. We're gonna let these guys run around."
That reminds me. Nick Fuentes tried to commission, I have no idea why, and this was like a few months ago, a trans Asian furry artist. So basically the antithesis of everything he stands for. And I don't know why, but he wanted this like furry artist to do like I don't know if it was like a profile picture or banner or something for him. And they didn't know who Nick Fuentes was. And so they were like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then they found out who he was, and they were like, so I actually have too many commissions already, so I won't be able to get to you.
Should you be telling that on here? You know, like if they're trying to keep up an appearance that they were just busy, maybe you shouldn't like tell people that they faked being busy.
Well,
I
you
don't
didn't-
think
you
Nick
didn't say that.
Fuentes is watching
Well,
this
still,
fucking
that's
podcast.
like you shouldn't be revealing that info.
I thought you were worried about. I thought you were worried about the commissioner, because I was like, oh, you didn't say whoever the artist's name was, so I think it should be.
I didn't
Fine.
say
Yeah,
who they were. They're not anybody
Well, I mean,
relevant.
still, people
Hey,
could find out.
hey,
He could-
Han, they will not
Well, if they
care.
t-
They will not
Hey,
care.
dude.
Han, they
So you
don't care.
okay,
They're my friends.
okay.
Speaking of info, do you guys want to know Stone Toss's real name?
No.
Yes.
No.
World premiere. World
His
premiere.
name. So what you're telling me is you haven't seen the Mario movie? Is that what you're telling me?
Nah.
You're not gonna go watch it?
Eventually, I will.
You're not-
Can't watch every movie.
You're not in.
I watched Dungeons and Dragons. It
How-
was
how was that?
fantastic. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but it was like, yeah, I should play Gauntlet. Yeah. Always got to play Gauntlet.
Yeah, I heard the Dungeons and Dragons movie was good. Not gonna watch it, cause I'm not gonna do that. You know, I did see the Mario movie, and I felt very conflicted. I liked the movie, but I felt very conflicted about it, cause it's kind of like it feels like technically I shouldn't like the movie, like on paper, but then I did like it, and then I'm thinking like, is it because I'm like Mario cucked? Is that why I liked it?
What? The fuck does that mean?
That means I'm a Mario fan. I've been a Mario fan since I was like a little kid.
Guess so.
And Mario's like drawing Mario is like one of the first like vivid memories I have of like drawing like a character, you know. So part of me is like I can't like would I like this movie if I wasn't a Mario fan, like if I had no idea who Mario was, because I feel like the movie was like if you had to know who Mario is, and I think the movie is fully aware that everyone knows who Mario is, you know.
Yeah, who doesn't? What do I need to know? I know everything.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But at the same time, I feel like this movie could have not been like if you were to switch this movie back with the live action one, I feel like too many people wouldn't have liked it back then. I feel like this movie is like perfect for right now because it's kind of like a whole generation of people grew up on like Let's Plays, so this movie becomes a little bit more palpable for people, you know. because a lot of it felt like
yeah.
you were watching a Mario speed run.
Like the pacing was just
The
going
pacing
too
was
fast.
fucking quick. Holy shit,
Oh
yeah.
no.
But when Mario shows up to Peach's castle and he's like, "Oh, my brother Luigi, he's captured by Bowser. You got to take me with you." And then Peach is like, "All right." No like fight, no argument or nothing, just nothing. She's like, "All right, okay, okay." Just
Yeah.
ran,
Let's go.
and they never like explained why. And I thought my logic in my head was that, oh, she says yes to Mario because he's a human, and it's like Peach is also a human, and it's something about like the fact that Mario has like knees means that he can like do parkour compared to the Toads who can't do parkour because they have no legs, they just have feet.
Oh.
Um, so that's like oh, that's great. I could use that to my advantage because if we all know Bowser's one weakness, it's if you know parkour, you basically won.
Yeah,
You
just
know?
run up behind him and throw him.
Right, exactly. Which they do. They do all the iconic things. They do it all. And another thing is that in the beginning of the movie, it's like the backgrounds are filled with like they're like filled to the brim with like references to like not just Mario games but like NES games. You know,
Ooh, yeah,
like
yeah. Urban Champion.
they're like the movie starts at a place called Punch Out Pizzeria, and there's a bunch of like photos of different like Punch Out opponents.
Hell yeah.
And in Mario, there's a scene where Mario is playing Kid Icarus on the Super Nintendo. Actually, no, on the NES, I think. And he has like an F-Zero poster. It's all these like
You're
little.
spoiling all the Easter eggs. How am I supposed to enjoy the movie now if
I-
I'm gonna know all these things ahead of time?
I had a buddy. Now, who cares?
I care.
You should
Oh
have seen
yeah, I want to come in with a surprise because I saw I don't give a shit about Dungeons and Dragons, but there was like a reference even I understood. It's like, what the fuck, those guys? I remember those fuckers.
Was it when the guys from the cartoon are in the movie? They were, like, in
Well,
the
don't
background or
spoil it
something?
for the audience.
I don't care. What are they gonna do?
What the fuck? Yes, the cartoon guys
They're
appeared.
gonna
I don't
rob
know.
you at gunpoint.
It's
They're
it's
going
implied
to
the
fucking kill you.
You son
Although I
of a
believe
bitch.
in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the cartoon cast, I believe it's implied they died a little after their scene was shot.
Rip canon. This is their
Yeah,
canonical ending. That I don't think that show didn't get an
No.
ending right now.
It actually got like a weird. There was actually a different ending. Like it was for like a car commercial. I think in like Germany, they like got like live action actors to play the kids, and I guess they saved the day by defeating the dragon and like I don't know. I guess running him over with like a Civic or something.
Nice. That
Yeah.
Dragon's one weakness, a Civic.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
What's up? Like in Europe, they really do like doing like live action cartoon characters in their car commercials because they
Oh,
did that one
yeah.
Wacky Races.
Hell
commercial,
yeah, we
too.
need a Wacky Racers movie. Like that Scoob movie should have like kicked off like a cinematic universe, but nothing came from that shit.
They got to do
They were
They gotta-
making a prequel, and then Warner Bros. Just flushed it down the
Oh
toilet.
yeah, yeah.
How about that last reboot, that show they had?
It was supposed to be
Yeah.
something in the vein of Scoob, but it was entirely Halloween focused.
Oh, are you talking about the one that Maxwell Adams did?
I don't know if he was involved.
Oh, there was like a Halloween Scooby Doo TV movie that came out. That, yeah, I don't know.
Is that the one with Bill Nye in it?
I don't know,
Bill
but I remember
Nye,
Elvira was in it.
Elvira. The main bad guy is like Scarecrow from Batman.
It's literally the main bad guy is literally Jack whatever his name is from the Billy and Mandy Halloween, like the same voice,
pumpkin,
I think.
the pumpkin head guy. But they say he's Scarecrow, the Batman villain. Like he's literally that villain. He's like I'm here to stop you, Mystery Gang. 'cause,
Yeah, time to
I
fuck
have
shit up.
I have free time. I could do that. I could do that with my schedule. God, what was I saying? Talking about yeah, in like European countries, they're more inclined to do like the live action like character in their commercial. Like, I remember there was a series of He-Man one with like Skeletor, They did even like they even did like Joker for like a Snickers commercial over there too.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Right, exactly. That's what happens. I'm to be honest, I'm still kind of surprised you haven't seen the Mario movie, and not in the not in the whole like, oh, you watch every cartoon ever. No, but I feel like, oh, that feels like right up your alley. I don't know.
It barely
I feel like
came
it'd be
out.
it came out like on Wednesday.
I barely came out. I'm waiting on my friends to not be busy so we can go.
Friends? Question mark?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, but I feel like you'd have like a Mario movie video done by now, or something.
I was like, I don't know. I don't really do topical videos as much. I probably would. Next topical thing that comes out, I guess I will. But, I was like, I wasn't feeling it.
Not for the Mario.
I was busy. I was busy playing Disgaea.
This guy over here.
I love those games.
Yeah. I'm messed Disgaea up. Yeah, I finally beat the first game after like 3 years. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? That's gonna be me. I'm on my second year of this guy with the first game, because it's it's like I played for a while and I'm like, oh, this part's kind of hard, and then like I just stop playing.
Gotta level. You gotta grind. You gotta like play the same exact stages 1,000 times
You gotta
to
do
level up your character.
the item world thing.
Oh, you know you actually are playing the game. Yes.
Yeah. Why would I lie about that?
I don't know. Just
what
making
would I
sure.
What would I gain? What were we gonna do if I was a fake Disgaea fan?
I don't know.
You'd
You'd
be
probably watch
canceled
the
on
anime.
Disgaea forums.
Disgaea
call
forums.
saying, "Do not interact with this guy."
You probably watch the anime and say, "Yeah, this anime is awesome," and when it's really no, this anime is just very mid.
Yeah,
this anime's
Not good.
animated on toothpicks.
Yeah, I saw a clip of the anime and I'm like, wow, this looks like ass. This is like booty.
Yeah, it is like the cheapest shit anime some of the cheapest shit anime that would not even get a Toonami or a Maguzi dub or anything.
I
A
like
for effort, though. I imagine they did it because they did the animated intros for the video games and thought, what if we just like did a whole production of this?
Just
like, after all that wasted effort.
Yeah.
What's the company that owns this guy? Is it Square Enix?
It's NIS.
They
NIS.
They said NIS
yeah.
hire this man for the anime,
Yeah.
which was a bad
Please.
choice. It was not a good choice for them to do that.
They actually made a whole production studio. Apparently, it was called what was it called? What's that council called? The Dark Alliance, Dark Assembly. Yeah, so they made Dark Assembly Productions, and I guess they only made this, and that's all.
It's no wonder Nippon Ichi Software almost went bankrupt.
Oh yeah, that mobile game nearly killed them, right?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then they doubled
that's
down.
super
They're
funny.
like, oh, hey, we didn't die. Time to keep doing the mobile game.
Yay!
know-
That mobile game. It's no Raid Shadow Legends, but it's basically Raid Shadow Legends. Not as classic though.
What was that one? There's this one tweet I saw where someone says like, I know no one plays Raid Shadow Legends because I literally never seen any porn of the characters.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact too. The fact that there's just no porn of any of the characters. Maybe I have.
As far as we know.
Yeah, well, they look like every other characters from every other game, so maybe there is someone out there drawing it, and like no one cares to pay attention.
Yeah, they're out there.
What was I gonna say? This guy does something that's kind of annoying that I don't like, and I'm pretty sure this is probably a common thing in other JRPGs, but they like give you party members, and you have no choice but to keep them on your team, and it's kind of like, well, they have that like bull demon guy that's on your team, and then the Dracula guy. And and a part of me is kind of like, I really don't want these guys on my team. Like, what?
Yeah, they're not cool looking.
Yeah, I rather just do the thing where like I choose little funny monsters and then I customize them, and then those are on my team. I much prefer that, but they're all like, no, you got to keep these guys on your team. It's kind of lame. Man. I don't want to fill that slot up. I want to get rid of that. Don't do that. And I heard they do that in the other games, and that's annoying.
Oh. Well, is there a limit to how many you can have in your party? You can summon only a certain amount, I know, but like to actually have them in selectable.
There might be. I haven't like hit it because I tend to not add too many like characters. I just kind of like, oh, I think this monster looks cool. I'm gonna put him on my team, and that's about it.
Yeah, I just level up Laharl and my healers and occasionally Etna, and that's it.
Laharo is an awful name.
Laharl.
It sounds like you're puking.
Laharl. Look.
Laharo.
Oh, it's his parents gave him that name. They loved him.
His parents are awful. I hate that they're.
Are they?
I hate that they're like white.
I guess so.
They're like white. Why are they white? Why are they like light skin? Why? What's going on? Who are you? What are you doing in my house? What is this?
I mean, is Laharl not light skinned?
He is light skinned, but it's just kind of, I don't know. It feels weird to me.
They're just humanoid.
Yeah, that's another thing that always kind of bothered me about like in some animes when they do demon characters and they're just like humans with funny hair.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's not a demon. That's just an anime person.
It makes it relatable, just like
Is that relatable?
Lum Invader.
Is that relatable? That doesn't happen in real life? How can that be relatable?
Some people just want to bang Lum from Lum Invader.
That's like
no one
relatable in a kind of like you get to feel that kind of way, but Lum as like an alien princess isn't a real thing.
Oh.
Mango.
I thought she was a demon.
Mango, how you doing? How you doing over there? You've been kind of quiet.
I'm chilling. I'm vibing.
Yeah, you didn't play Disgaea
Nah.
for like 10 seconds. Yeah.
Nah.
I highly recommend it. It's good for
Yeah,
this-
you wanted to cosplay as Etna, and I was like, that costs money.
You wanted me to cosplay as Etna for your own personal reasons.
Shut up. I was just like, hey, I gotta spend money on the cartoon pilot. No time for my weird.
It doesn't
sick
have to cost
fantasies.
money. One of my favorite cosplay galleries is this one model who made a whole Etna outfit out of black duct tape.
Yeah, I don't have
all you
that much
need.
free time.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works. If you want the cheaper option, it just means like more time spent to it. You know?
Yeah.
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 Oh man, you get.
I liked Etna, but as I played through the game, I was like, nah, I like Flown more. She's trying her best.
Man, shut up.
What?
Shut up, you fucking. Shut up, you.
She's
you
trying her best.
you creep.
Everyone's so mean to her. What did I do?
You pervert, you nasty
What did I
guy.
do?
Yeah, you did. What didn't you do? Is the real question.
Look.
I
Yeah,
think
this guy
that's,
is really, really weird and creepy.
This
Yeah.
guy for real?
This guy over here is very
This
weird.
guy
It's very-
over here is a creep.
What's wrong
Time
with
to
this guy?
time to
He-
mess this guy up.
He rather look at at little anime girls instead of watching
No.
full-grown Italian men in
They're
the
like
Mario
900
movie.
years old.
I'm not even
yeah,
allowed
tell-
to speak, so I'm just gonna be
Tell,
quiet.
yeah, tell that to the judge.
They're like college age, right? It's
Pan,
fine.
we had this
She-
conversation this morning. Do we really need to have it a second time?
It's
She
fine.
went to Demon College. It's okay. She went to
Yeah,
Demon.
Dark Assembly.
She went to Demon Community College.
Do I
Hey,
need to show you her demon degree? It's right here.
Demon Degree.
Yeah.
Demon Degree. That's my favorite Gorillaz album.
Oh yeah.
You guys,
yeah, they're educated.
guess what? I made this comic last night, and it's blowing up on TikTok.
Let me see.
Ooh.
Oh man, that ain't
Happy
good.
Easter, Happy Easter, everybody.
Hold
That's
on, let me
terrible.
see.
hmm
Based?
Yeah, it's got. Let me check right now. It's got 37K. Holy shit! It's got 37K on
Wait,
TikTok.
so
TikTok?
so you can just upload like static images to TikTok as a video?
Yeah, you can, but what I do is like a gallery mode kind of thing, so people could flip through the panels. And
Oh, didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, it's pretty good. I actually, because I saw other people use it to mostly like, people will like upload like complete chapters of Chainsaw Man on TikTok
Oh my god.
Oh.
using the gallery feature, and then people would just read it like that, right?
That's evil.
No, but it's kind of no, I dig it. I kind of really like TikTok right now is like it's like early YouTube, in that like people are just like posting like complete movies in parts, or the
Yes.
whole idea of like people keep complaining that they miss like reply videos when you can just reply to someone's video. You could just do that on
Yeah.
TikTok, and
Oh yeah.
and the fact that
I
it's like
remember.
so short means that you have to get to the point quick, so you don't gotta like waste motherfuckers' time.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember the good days of YouTube reply functions.
yeah, I
Yeah.
posted all of Mick Pagliacci on there, and
Oh.
it's pretty good. Pretty
Epic.
pretty good. I've been liking TikTok so far. If Twitter dies, and it looks like we're getting close to the tail end of that.
No. No.
Um, I'm on TikTok. You get all my funny
My
content on.
archives.
You can get all my funny hee content on TikTok for free. You just gotta
My
subscribe to
archived
me.
art. Where will my art go?
Guess I have
Yeah.
to sign up for TikTok so I can subscribe.
I always had this existential thought, like after Tumblr basically lost its popularity, I was just like, damn, what's the point of archiving my OCs on here? Where can one go to archive their OCs forever?
I
There's a toy house, but you could also just like upload them to the Internet Archive.
I have
Yay.
I just have like sketchbooks where like if I come up with like a wacky little character, I just like draw him in the designated sketchbook that I have, and I just
Yeah.
just kind of floats around, and then years later I'm like, oh, time to pull out this banger, and that's been like a lot of characters in like Villainverse were like designs that I came up with like years ago, and I'm like finally an excuse to use this design. That's
Yay.
the classic way. I feel like now people should, if you're like a digital artist, you should really try like just doing some traditional things, and
Nah,
and
that
not
costs. I don't want to use paper.
no, don't even like get expensive sketchbooks. The key is to get like the line journals, the ones that are just like $1, like a
Yeah.
99-cent store. Those are so good. See, okay, there's this kind of mentality. There's this kind of like, and if you're an artist, you probably have had this like thing happen to you where you buy like a brand new sketchbook, and you don't really want to start drawing in it because you're thinking in your head like, oh, it's got to be something good, I got to draw something good in my sketchbook, or there's no point in drawing it when it's like it's supposed to be like a sketchbook, so it's supposed to be whatever, right? I feel like you could get over that feeling very quickly if you don't buy the more expensive sketchbooks, if you just get like the line paper, because it's so cheap, you can just draw whatever, and so many like so many like good ideas of mine have come out of like line paper. I like rough draft all my comics on like line paper before I like actually start drawing them. So yeah, I highly recommend just going to like 99-cent store, buying like line journals in bulks, and just using that.
Nah, I got Procreate on my iPad.
Okay, well, you could do that, I guess you could do that. That's an
Yeah.
option. Okay.
Cool.
I have been doing the line paper journaling thing because I just decided to because I had that. I didn't want to like start digging into the reams of large comic paper I have for sketches, so I thought, I'll just use this. I was initially hesitant because all the covers are red, and I'm like, I can't have a red sketchbook, so I have to go over the covers at some point with something more palatable looking.
I think for this next chapter of Villainverse, I still have like manga paper, like the deleter paper that I imported from Japan,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go through all of that for this next chapter. But I mean, not the current chapter I'm technically still working on, but for the next chapter, I was gonna try to do this method where in Clip Studio, I'll do like the thin blue kind of like line, and I'll draw that, on a page in Clip, and then I'll print that onto a piece of paper, and that would be kind of like my like the blue lines that I draw over with like physical ink, you know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because because I noticed I kind of like rough drafting things more on Clip than I do like physically, but there's kind of like a certain like texture that you get from like physical ink that I just still really like drawing in. So I still really want to capture that. I just want the rough draft to be more kind of planned out, uh, a little bit better, because when you're kind of like free balling it, we're not free balling it, but when you do it like physically, it still comes out good, but I don't know. I just kind of want to try it. Villainverse might be like the last comic I draw physically, to be honest, though. Um, just because it's kind of a whole ass endeavor, and we live in the digital age, in this digital world. You know what I'm saying, gamers?
I do
Yeah.
appreciate technology.
Digitize me, Captain.
Digitize me, Captain.
In his old age, apparently, Monkey Punch was doing some comics on the computer, which I thought was cool.
Oh, with MS Paint, classic.
The
Best way to watch Lupin.
he he lived way past MS Paint.
Oh,
I think the last thing he drew, one of the last things he drew was a promotional art for like the DCU movies. Like he drew
no.
he drew Shazam, he drew like Batman and Superman and
Ooh.
Wonder Woman. Yeah, and
No,
it obviously is him, because they're supposed to be like super buff, but he's giving them all like Lupin like proportions.
Wow.
no. The last thing Monkey Punch ever drew was Calvin pissing on Superman.
Damn.
Classic.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm looking.
Oh man, I'm looking up that
right
image.
now.
Yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, they are just lanky as hell.
Yeah, he's giving them like fucking the Lupin proportions. I love that. I love that Batman though. The Batman's pretty great.
Oh.
It's so skinny,
Ooh.
and then he gave Supergirl that like sexy
Hell
Fujiko.
yeah.
Fujiko like esque look.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty great. This is pretty great.
I kind of like
10
how
out of 10.
Shazam just looks like just Lupin wearing a suit 3 sizes too big for him.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I would kill for like a Shazam comic that looked like this. I think it works with his with kind of how goofy Shazam could come off as,
You would
Yeah.
believe that is a 12-year-old.
Exactly. Oh, I don't like his Aquaman though. It's because it's supposed to it's obviously supposed to be Jason Momoa, but he just, oh god, they like sapped his muscles. Like they're gone. Like look at
Are
this.
there any? Does he draw any muscular characters ever?
I
few.
don't know.
It's
His
very
Superman, his Superman is muscular, but like it's still like Lupin skinny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. These are great. 10 out of 10. We need more of this. I know that Marvel was hiring a bunch of like manga artists to do like superhero stories. There was like an Ant-Man one that I read. They're all right. I kind of want to like see Marvel give like a manga creator like complete freedom with characters,
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that Deadpool manga until they introduced the anime girls.
Oh damn.
Whoa, what?
There was a Spider-Man manga too, like a recent one I remember, but I think it got canceled. There wasn't that popular, but there was like didn't that one have like a lesbian? There was like lesbian girls in that one or something.
Based?
Yeah, but I didn't really hear too much about it. The Ant-Man one that I read felt very like someone like whoever created it, they did a good job, but whoever like was their kind of like person who was like explaining to them who the Ant-Man character is, probably kept like reinforcing, oh yeah, and he cares about his daughter, and then the manga koji was like, okay, well I'm gonna constantly make him talk about how much he cares about his daughter. And it's like every little thing he does is for his daughter. Like every little thing he constantly says, like, "Oh, this is for my daughter. Oh, I'm there for my daughter. Oh, but it's for my daughter." And that's ultimately how he defeats the villain, because he convinces oh, but you don't understand. This is for my daughter. You can't do this to my daughter. Oh, my daughter. I fucking hate.
Gang, I need to tie my shoes for my daughter.
This one's for my daughter. If I trip and break my back, who's gonna be there to carry my daughter?
Look, that's all they knew about Ant-Man. Does anyone actually want to watch those movies? I saw the first 2. They were just mid.
I fucking hate that. That's kind of what they did to Deadshot in the Suicide Squad. He also was like, oh, but my daughter. Oh, but my daughter. Oh, but this is
Just
for my
like,
daughter.
That's how he's
Oh.
been in all of the adaptations.
just
like
like-
that
like-
cartoon they did.
Just like, wait, is Deadshot Will Smith's character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who does Idris Elba play then?
Bloodsport.
Yeah, was he just supposed to be Will Smith and they couldn't get Will Smith?
Well, Bloodsport is an entirely
No,
different guy.
Bloodsport is a different
I know, but
character.
they
Bloodsport
both
is
have, like,
actually black in the comics.
I know, but they both have like their daughter thing going on.
I
It's
like-
and both
I like-
marksmen.
I like Bloodsports better because it's not like, ooh, my daughter. There's this kind of weird relationship they have. Like, they kind of don't like each other. And I thought that's more interesting
Yeah.
than, like, Will Smith's like, oh, but my daughter. Oh, but my daughter.
That's because
oh.
Deadshot
Stop
operates
talking
in
about your
obscurity,
daughter.
but Bloodsport is probably a more like publicly known figure.
I'll tell you this though. In Deadshot in like the original Suicide Squad comics, like I think he does have a daughter, but he never talks about her. But he's also incredibly suicidal. Not like in the he's trying to kill himself, but more like he doesn't give a shit if he dies. Like that's why he's like willing to do like missions for the Suicide Squad because it's like, oh, I really don't give a fuck if I die. Like if this mission is my last one, who cares? And like that angle, like they don't do that in any of the Suicide Squad movies. Like it seems like the characters give a shit about whether they live or die, but you know, a couple of them could be more suicidal or just not give a fuck. That would have been kind of interesting, but I guess not. I guess you can't do everything. You can't. I guess it all can't be like in the comics. I guess gamers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Even in that adaptation that they did with Madhouse way back then, those series of shorts, he is very visibly afraid of death in the short that they have.
He's Deadshot is scared of named Deadshot, scared of dying. Ironic title. Kind of like if Batman was scared of bats. He kind of is when he was a kid.
Yeah.
That's what inspired the Batman character. Fun fact, guys. So
Not
how y'all
being
doing?
shot by a gun, but bats.
He should have called himself Gunman because that
Yeah.
that probably would have been scarier. If you're doing well, I guess that's what cops are, right? They're the gunman. But that doesn't work to like stop crime. But then again, you know.
What are they in like the UK then? Since they don't have guns,
They're the stick man.
the stick man.
They're the stick man. Yeah, exactly. I know people like to meme about like, knife crime has gone up. It's like, yeah, but like, you can't like massacre a shitload of people with just one knife. So I think it's fine. I'm
Can't
not
be.
too about, oh, stabbing's gone up. Okay, well, I'd rather have that.
Yeah,
You know?
because like, look, if you're in the middle of Vegas and someone, if someone's standing on a balcony, I trust the guy on the balcony with a knife than with a gun. You know.
I kind of wish we would have like strict gun laws, kind of like in Japan, because that kind of force like that won't stop crazy people, but that kind of forces crazy people to like choose targets. You know, I feel like it's too here in America. The problem is that like we make it too easy to kill as many people as possible. So I think. So if you make it strict, they have to choose specific targets, and then they have to think about who they want to kill. They have to really
They'll also
think about
stand
it.
out more. Like if you know a guy who's always going on about how he's studying the blade, like, you know, the police will be onto that guy before
Get
he
his
actually
ass.
gets anybody.
If you're the kind of guy who plays this guy, not to name anyone in the call or anything, but you know, you do get monitored by the police.
Oh, what did I do? I'm just like methodically doing the same task over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Tell it to the judge.
They have a
freak.
profile
When I-
for that. It's called the VAS file.
When I die, I hope I meet cool friends like Etna and the flower girl, Flan. Yeah.
Get the image of like the noose, and in the little opening you have Edna, and it's like, oh, come join me.
Damn,
join me.
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Oh man, what were we talking about? I'm talking about knife crimes or something. Yeah, we should get stricter gun laws, and then people would have to really be very picky about who they kill, and you know, they might they rather choose more powerful figures to kill, you know, more influential figures instead of like school children, which like you know I don't know what they think is gonna happen,
Go after politicians, you know.
Right, exactly.
I'm not recommending that, but you know, just
I'm
like
saying if hypothetically and all,
Yeah.
you know, this isn't. I'm not saying no one do it. Obviously,
yeah,
no one should do that.
this isn't Taxi
No one
Driver.
should do
that
that.
lady we're trying to impress.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, if you were watching a movie, like, was there an actress you'd want to impress? You know, just like hypothetically, like, you ever think about doing something that'll get you on the news and being like, I hope that one person I'm into sees and thinks I'm cool.
No, because I'm not a virgin.
Okay, well, okay, as
This
a
is
virgin.
for you, Olivia Moon. Bang, bang, bang.
Olivia Munn.
This is for you, Cat That Eats. I
man.
killed Trump.
Oh yeah.
This
I
is
killed
for you,
that.
Danny
man.
DeVito.
Shit, this is for you. Chris Pratt. I'm sorry everyone was so mean to you about the Mario movie.
At first, I thought you were
sorry.
talking about Chris Pratt.
No, Chris
I was
Pratt.
like, what?
Chris Pratt.
This is for you. This is for you, Charlie Day.
Everyone was so mean to him. It's like he did nothing wrong.
Look, all he did was go to a homophobic church. You know, that happens.
He
you know?
did not go to that
wasn't
church.
real. That was not real.
It's a lie.
Wasn't it that the church is it's part of the same it's part of the same franchise of
No,
churches.
but he didn't even go to that church. He never even went to that church that people are
That's
accusing
like-
him of.
That's insane.
As far as I know. Yeah, James Gunn had to step in and say.
We watched like an hour-long documentary about it
Who
Yeah,
made the
it had to be true.
who
by
made
this
the
guy
documentary?
called Magic Mush. That guy rules. His channel's cool.
Yeah, he talks about like video game stuff, you know.
He
Yeah.
talks about video game stuff like the churches that Chris Pratt goes to.
Oh. No.
Classic.
No.
An
Classic
important
move.
topic all gamers want to know the answer to.
I'm gonna still hate Chris Pratt. Nothing's changed for me.
As long as you don't, you can
No, what
hate
did he-
Chris Pratt. As long as you don't hate Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate Chris Brapp.
Oh.
Not a big fan of Chris Pratt. Not
Yeah,
a
get that guy.
yeah. Always coming into the room stinking up the place and then leaving,
Yeah.
just like my father.
Yeah. Stop it with the friggin' Dutch ovens. I'm tired of that stuff.
Right.
Not
Stop
this
it.
shit again. No, enough,
Yeah.
man, enough.
Ooh,
And always talking about the ovens. Always going on about ovens.
He
Saying
brought this up like 2 days ago.
it was Pan always talking about how the ovens weren't big enough. Like Pan, calm
Whoa,
down, Pan.
no,
Always
not
about the
talking
ovens.
about that.
Always talking about
Yeah.
ovens and cookies and how you can't
What are
make that
you
many
doing?
cookies. It's this guy over here.
Why are you talking? No.
He
Are
wanted
you
to
the one
make
who got
6
me that
million
George
cookies.
Foreman grill for my birthday?
George
What do you mean by
Foreskin grill.
Oh man, not the George Foreskin
Are
grill.
the
Classic.
are the George Foreman grills like good? Are they just like a meme?
No, they're.
I heard they're
garbage.
novelty grills.
Oh no, that's a shame. You know what?
If
I
you
never.
want to grill anything, you can just like run a pan over your normal stovetop. Same difference.
Oh, they're. Oh, wait a second. Are these the grills? I'm looking at them right now. They look more like they look more like a grill press that you like use for like. You could probably make sandwiches with them.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
nut crushers.
Panini
Yeah.
maker.
Yeah, I used to use one of these back when I worked at the cafeteria at my community college.
One time I almost got expelled in high school for bringing a waffle maker to school and making waffles in the classroom during an exam.
You know what, Mango?
Huh.
After seeing a picture of you in real life, I totally believe you'd be the kind of motherfucker to bring a waffle maker to school.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
give me
I mean,
that
why
Oh, man.
not? I mean, I was being quiet. I was just. I even
found an
offered
article.
everyone waffles.
Oh yay! I found an article of George Foreman and found this bitchin' ass image. This rules. This video.
Oh my God.
It's been 25
loop-
years since aging prize fighter and quirky gadget iconic 90s market combined to take over the world. Damn.
I love this, but it's like everyone wants waffles. Bring the waffle maker.
Sorry.
Broad enough for the whole class.
The
And then
boxer
I did, and then I got pulled aside by the principal, and they were like, "If you ever do this again, we're expelling you." And I was
I will
like,
They're just
"Okay."
like, I will fucking kill you right now
That'd be
if you do this.
It'd be
shit."
pretty good bit that like they expel you for the waffle iron, but then like a kid with a gun comes in and they're like, oh,
What
hey,
the
Oh wait,
fuck?
no,
Hey,
I
get
have
back
to
to
tell
class.
you. No, I gotta tell you guys the story about the kid with the gun who came to my school. It's actually really funny.
Uh-oh.
No, okay, no.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, go
No,
on. Yeah, what
okay,
happened?
okay. No, there's a reason it's funny because nobody got hurt. So, this was like freshman year of high school or something, and I was in the hospital for caffeine poisoning, as I was like at least once a month back then. Um,
Huh.
so I was, you know how they have like the little like whiteboards in the ER for doctors to write on?
Yeah.
I just wrote a bunch of shit on there because it's like, yeah, I'm in the hospital, I'm bored, I'm gonna, you know? And so I take a picture
Yeah.
of it and I post it. And I got comments being like, "Oh my god, did he shoot you? Oh my god, you're in the hospital. He shot you."
Oh.
And I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Oh,
And
did you die?
apparently some guy brought a gun to school that day, and I just wasn't
What
there because I was
the?
already in the hospital, so everybody thought I got shot.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
But apparently the dude just like forgot he had the gun in his backpack. He told authorities.
Yeah, that's what I told. That's what I told
Classic.
the cops too. Like, oh, I just forgot I had it in there. Haha. Ah, oopsie.
Our
Ha.
our
Oh,
high school
no.
was really odd. We had a lot of special people. We also had a shit ton of people who would put like heads of lettuce in the toilet.
That's so weird.
No.
Which state was this in?
This was okay. I'm from Chicago, if that helps.
Chicago. Yeah.
Um, we had somebody put a piece of salami, stuck it to the inside of every stall door in every bathroom, both genders once.
That's crazy.
We had somebody spray paint dicks, and it was like really high up on like a chimney or something. And this like guy who was like morbidly obese was like, "Yeah, I climbed it. I did that." Because he was trying to take credit for attention. That guy had a lot wrong with him. And
Oh.
nobody believed him because they're like, "We don't think you're physically capable of this."
That's a pretty good cover. Do crime and then become morbidly obese, so people think you couldn't like possibly have
No,
done it.
all the students like knew who it was, but they weren't snitching. It was pretty based. There was this time, another thing where they were doing like fucking CPR training or whatever, and they were like talking about how you'd be like, "Oh, say Siri, call 911," but then someone said Siri, call 911 in the room, and shit tons of people's phones just called 911.
Oh wow.
That was a thing. There were a lot of problems I specifically caused.
Oh.
But my favorite thing to do was okay, keep in mind, I never even got a single C in high school, so it's like fine, but I never went to class because I was always throwing up because I'm chronically ill. So my favorite thing to do was just sit at the little desks in the hallways that were meant for teachers or whatever to ask people for hall passes and just harass students for hall passes. And the teachers saw me doing this and they were just like, "Yeah, that's Mango. He does that." They just like never told me to stop. So I just kind of did that instead of going to class. Yeah, apparently they got a ton of like new security stuff after I left. Yeah.
How the fuck are you trying to become like a law student? Like I don't like what's the deal? There's like a big jump here. There's
Because I want to defend I want to defend little bastards who want to cause problems.
Oh, okay.
You know?
And that started like back in high school, I assume.
No, it started back way longer, but that's a very depressing story. So we won't go into that.
Okay.
No.
I'm anti little bastard, so I hope that you
wow.
are okay with having me as your legal opponent.
I'm
I'll fucking destroy you.
I'm pro big bastards. Big bastards only.
I'm pro any bastard. I would say size doesn't matter, but let's be honest, it does matter.
Yeah. True. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what? I'm with you. Little bastards actually do fucking suck. They're just kind of boring. They
My
can't really
little
do
bastard.
much. Shut up, Pan.
I played.
I love.
I
I
played
remember
that.
that Adult Swim
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
My little bastard.
I played Little Bastard too. I played that game. I never got to the end of it because he was such a little fucking bastard. But a
True
buddy of mine told me that if you do beat the game, he just resets back to like a baby, and you have to do the thing all over again.
Oh, what is this, a roguelike? Fuck this shit.
Yeah. Then that's how he just continues to be a little bastard. I kept like accidentally killing him, and sometimes I kill him on purpose because he's just awful.
Oh no.
I had a big bastard. I had a fish named Big Large. He lived for twice his lifespan, even when the pet sitter did not feed him for like half a month during vacation, or no, almost like a month. And he killed like 30 fish.
Damn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Wow.
him. R.I.P. Big Large. He will be missed.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was an
Large and in
erraticichlid.
charge.
Anyone who knows about fish will understand what I'm talking about, and probably
was he one of
know.
those? Was he one of those fishes that had those big ass fucking tumors on their faces?
No, you're talking about different types of goldfish, like possibly like one of the telescope goldfish. No, I'm talking about an erraticichlid. Look it up. Look up erraticichlid.
Errata. Let's see if I can spell that. Errata.
AURATUSCICHLID.
I did not. Okay, wait, hold on.
Erratic.
It's the fucker with the black and yellow stripes.
Yeah.
Erratic sounds
know
like
what
a
it
Sonic
is.
OC.
Erratic.
Erratus the cichlid, yeah.
Erratus the cichlid.
Whatever the fuck that is.
I want to make that an unironic Sonic OC now, but I don't know how to make like a fish
Yeah.
Sonic OC. Are there fish characters in Sonic?
There might be.
I mean, fish enemies.
Uh,
Fish Sonic
if,
OC.
if my buddy Spyro was here, he'd probably answer that question. He's one of a league of several black men that I know that are big Sonic fans. And you might be wondering, why does it matter that he's black? Well,
It means a lot.
it does. Yeah, it does. It does.
It's different when the Sonic fan is black because you already know what to expect with a white Sonic
See,
fan.
yeah, exactly. The black Sonic
Oh.
fans, they're a little different. They're a little built different
Yeah.
than a white Sonic fans.
Yeah. You can trust any black fans of Sonic or Dragon Ball.
Right.
No,
exactly.
it's Latinos for Dragon Ball. It's Latinos for
Yeah,
Dragon Ball.
that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Except for you specifically, Pan. You don't know anything.
I didn't grow up with Dragon Ball. I watched it casually, but I
Oh.
was more into Digimon and Pokemon.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
you're kind of based for that, actually.
Yeah,
I can't even give you
Speaking
shit.
about Latinos, a couple of weeks ago, I made this one comic, and it was I made it kind of when the trailer for the Blue Beetle movie came out, which was like last week, and George Lopez was in that trailer, and I think he plays like the dad character in the movie, and I drew a comic that was based on kind of because he got into a controversy a couple months ago because on a podcast he talked about how, well, not just him but other comedians would talk about how George Lopez like undermines like other Latino comedians, and he would not work with like if he was like on a show, or no, not necessarily like a show, but if he was on something with other like Mexicans, he would try to avoid being there with other Mexicans. He wanted to be like the sole Mexican there, right? And he would like because he screwed like not just Paul Rodriguez but a bunch of other like like Hispanic comedians. Like if you hire like other Hispanic comedians, I won't perform there. I have to be the only Hispanic comedian, and it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this weird. It's like he's obviously like, obviously it's because of racism and like if the fact that like if we can't tell these Mexicans apart, yada yada. So he would like kind of try to use that to his advantage. Like, okay, well they already can't tell us apart, so I'm gonna make sure I'm the only Mexican they're aware of, right? And he would just undermine a lot of other comedians, and he would say like everyone for themselves basically, which is a big shame. So I drew this comic where he's giving his son advice about like looking out for yourself and not fucking don't focus on other Hispanic superheroes, and he's pointing over to like fucking Miles Morales.
Oh.
Yep. It was
So
it was kind of fucked like finding all this out. Hopefully I could get on George Lopez's radar because then I could do a whole bit about him being my father because we look very similar. He actually looks kind of like my dad.
Yay.
We're both brown. We both have like square heads. Back in middle school, they would call me George Lopez, because I had like my hair long and I kind of looked like '90s George Lopez, and everyone thought it was super funny, and I thought it was funny too. Not anymore. It's not cool no more.
Oh.
It's lame now, actually.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Pan? You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Cheesy,
my
you gained a new fan.
low rider.
You gained a new fan. I told that furry artist that Nick Fuentes commissioned that I told the story, and they want to watch the podcast now. They're so hyped.
Yay.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Wait, is the furry artist like someone who's like big, or is it?
No. I don't think it's anyone you would know. I will say they're in my private server. That's all I'll say.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna check who it is because there's a lot of people I just don't recognize.
You wouldn't recognize them. They don't have clout.
It's whatever.
You ever notice how when you're around a lot of furries, you can't tell them apart? Like, what's up with that?
Everyone's got the basic bitch wolf fur.
Yeah.
I don't like those.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like of like the kind of like, I mean, I get it, because if you were to think like timeline wise, it would have been okay. So what, like Robin Hood came out, everyone here would have been a kid, everyone would have gone through puberty around the same time, and then that just kind of like, you know, all lines up, you know.
I think I'm younger significantly than all of you.
Oh.
Wait,
Like-
how old are you guys?
I'm 27.
Yeah.
I am 30 to 40 years old.
You guys are all like a fucking decade older than me.
Yeah, I could kind of tell. There's a sort of like youthfulness to your voice that you
Sad.
lose as you get older.
It's called I'm obnoxious.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it, but yeah. No, you're fine. I like talking to you.
Yay.
Yeah, you sound like a person, unlike Pan. Sounds like a robot.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, he's old and decrepit. I mean, he's like 31.
Ooh,
You're
wow.
old.
31.
He's 31, and he's
Yeah.
31, and he's talking about cartoons on the internet.
Oh.
This
Get it?
guy's
Sad.
weird.
You gotta be raising a family by now, Pan. What the fuck's wrong with you?
No, gross.
You're a defective male, Pan. You're not a true male. You're
Defecated
Pan
male?
wants to have a ton of axolotls instead of children.
No, that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Now you don't even want to have axolotls? Wow, I guess I'll just
Aren't-
break up with you and find
Aren't-
someone else to raise
aren't,
axolotls with me.
Aren't axolotls like kind of expensive?
No.
They're like
And also I breed them, so I'm the one selling them.
Got the need to breed.
Well, if you need axolotls, Mango over here is giving them away, and by giving them
No,
away,
I'm not.
he
They're
is
being
selling them.
sold.
He's selling them on the
I unironically on Morph Market.
wolf market.
Morph Market, it's a website for selling reptiles.
Speaking
market.
of
That's an interesting name.
cartoons, have any of you guys seen any new cartoons? I'm kind of like in a cartoon drought. I've been watching.
Oh,
The Owl House
what's
just
that
ended,
show?
right?
Yeah,
I really liked My Dad the Bounty Hunter on Netflix.
It was good.
Yeah.
I don't watch cartoons. The last
the Royal Crackers. That's what I've been watching, and I'm not liking
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
Like, what else is there?
That
Adult Swim really wants you to watch that show. Like, they just advertise that endlessly.
is there like a big comedian tied to that or something? Like, are they betting on someone with that? Because that could be the
I'm not
case.
sure.
Damn, I'm trying to. I think I don't really watch too much cartoons. I did my second rewatch of Hunter x Hunter because it's a good ass show.
Hunter x Hunter
Clone High is
rules.
coming out
Everyone
next
watched
week.
it a few times.
Hunter x Hunter is good. Pan hates it. Pan doesn't want to watch it.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, because he sucks ass. But I'll tell you this: once you watch
I'm very particular with my animes.
Once you watch Hunter x Hunter, it really kind of ruins all other shonens. Because every time something shitty happens in some other shonen, I always think like, this shit would never happen to Hunter x Hunter.
That's true. I can't even disagree.
Yeah, because I hear about like, because don't get me wrong, I like One Piece and everything, but like sometimes One Piece does some shit that I think like, yeah, this would never happen in Hunter x Hunter, and not just because like, oh, they're entirely two different like mangas, but what I'm saying is that like there's certain like problems that I feel like a lot of shonen stories keep like falling into, and Hunter x Hunter always like gracefully like figures out ways around it, or things are so set up in specific ways that like they're never gonna fall into like the same pitfalls as like every other shonen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
What issues do you have with shonen anime?
I
'Cause I got a few.
I think ultimately just like the power scaling is like the worst issue of all. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like characters are just like always super powerful. There's this kind of there's this kind of thing with like in One Piece, like we know by the end of the series Luffy has to be like the strongest guy on the planet. Um and that just doesn't happen in Hunter x Hunter because like we meet super strong people in Hunter x Hunter, but like they're always like kind of classified as, oh, these guys are like the fifth strongest, like they're stronger people, and we never really, we do eventually meet like probably one of the strongest humans on the planet, but it's always like relegated to the fact that like he may be the strongest human, but there's like a threat like way stronger than him, you know. So it's
Mm-hmm.
never like when we reach a peak of someone, it's never like this it's never like this is truly the peak. It's more like this is like close. It's like we're close. We're always just close to the peak, but we're never at the peak. And I think also what helps is that like the majority of the arcs never end with like them defeating like a big bad at the end. Like probably only one of them it ends like that. But the majority of the time, like it either there's like another character is in charge with like taking down whatever's like the main bad guy, or things like just end in a very like particular way. Like it's never always about defeating one guy, you know. And I mentioned this on another podcast how I had this big problem with like in the previous arc of One Piece where they had these characters who have like these side characters who had like a lot of like emotional weight to the main villain, and um they had this big they had this big motivation to defeat him. They had this massive plan that's been going on for years, and they finally get their chance to do it, and they perform it, and they lose. And then Luffy just comes in and kicks the guy's ass for them, and it's like, and like I expect that to happen, but Luffy is like has no real like emotional connection to this guy, you know. Like Luffy's like, you
Hmm.
hurt my friends. That's about it. That's kind of about it with like Luffy, you know. And it's like, damn, like in
Oh.
in Hunter x Hunter, the those guys would have just defeated him, like they would have, or they would have like died trying or something. Like there would have been
Didn't
more
Luffy
weight.
also spend the majority of that arc in a prison camp? Like he wasn't even around.
Yeah, yeah, and he was it's all, and during that prison camp, he was mostly just like learning a new ability to defeat the main bad guy. But it's so like I don't know. There's also like in Hunter x Hunter in the anime. I think they do this in the manga, but in the anime, they keep specifying that it's actually super scary that someone is this strong. Like there's a whole scene when we like do meet who when we see like a performance of strength, and the narrator says like this was like the birth of a monster. The fact that a human could do this is not like a good thing. It's actually pretty horrifying that like he got this strong, right? And they keep drilling that into you that like this isn't a good thing that humans are this strong. This is actually a very scary thing. This is actually not something people want. And there's like this really like famous scene to the second to last season where this moment that I've heard people call the reverse Super Saiyan moment. And like that what that kind of goes back to, without giving too much spoilers, is that like in Dragon Ball Z, when Goku goes Super Saiyan, he goes Super Saiyan for his friends. He goes Super Saiyan to like help out because they have to defeat Frieza, and it's very crucial that this happens. But in Hunter x Hunter, a scene like that happens, but for like selfish reasons. Like the reason why someone went Super Saiyan was not for a good reason. It wasn't for like their friends or whatnot, but it was because they were acting out of like selfishness, and the scene portrays that like that, you know, and it's like it's a big fucking moment, and it's fucking great, and the anime is great. The manga is still going, but it's over for me because we're not even following the main characters no more. So it's like, yeah, it's over. It's
Yeah,
it's done. It's over for me.
it's
Like,
so over.
Oh.
yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. The rest of the shit is still good. Like a lot of good moments are still happening in the manga, but But for me, the real like story was like the friendship between Gon and Killua. That's the story.
Those were the best two. I actually cosplayed Killua a while ago,
Oh,
and I actually had a skateboard that
you
I
should
custom made.
show me a picture of that because
I'll see if I can find it. I was like 16.
Uh
Oh,
oh.
never mind. Never mind. Ah.
Whoa!
It's not suggestive. He's wearing the most baggy fucking clothes ever.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. There was
Comedy gold.
in the last
Yeah.
podcast we were talking about like method acting, and I
Unlike
was like,
the Kalahari pictures from 2017.
No.
Wait,
was-
why are you saying no?
I don't know.
Why
I
are
thought
you
I thought
reacting to that?
I thought you were like gonna bring it back to something terrible or something. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, what terrible thing could I possibly bring up?
I don't know. Is there something?
If you know, you know.
What? What do I know?
If you know, you know.
What do I know? I don't know what we're referring to.
If you know,
Post
you
your
know.
theories in the comments,
in the
listeners.
comment section
You
below,
God. What are you talking about?
and like
Pan, I think you know. I think you know, Pan.
Not really.
and I think
Yes, you do.
see the problem is the promise
didn't
is
see
that
Eternals.
you fell asleep during the Eternals. That was the big fucking problem.
No.
And
Yeah.
we were feeling the negative impact to this day of you not watching the Eternals. If you only made a video
No.
about the Eternals, we wouldn't be in this issue.
Yeah, it really put a
Same.
strain on our relationship when you did that.
Exactly.
Maybe we should go to relationship counseling and talk about our Eternals conflict.
You go to relationship counseling, aka Eternals 2, coming soon to theaters.
Yeah, the
Aw.
relationship counseling is just us and a therapist all watching the Eternals together in silence. No, and your eyes are like, you know, you're
Open.
forced to watch
Clockwork
like
Orange.
a Clockwork Orange. Oh my god,
Yeah,
you and I were
Clockwork
saying
Orange
the
style.
same
Yeah,
thing at the
yeah.
same time. That makes me
Yeah.
so happy.
I actually
I don't think Pan's ever seen a Clockwork Orange, which is really disappointing.
I've seen The Shining. Oh, wait, that's also Kubrick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen The Shining.
actually
That
don't show
counts?
Pan Clockwork Orange. You might influence him in a bad way.
He might become too based and red pilled.
Yeah, true.
We should all join a gang.
No, okay.
Um,
To be fair, I had this one ex who saw a Clockwork Orange at a young age, and he like
Me. That
got
was me.
diagnosed.
I
he got
watched that.
diagnosed. He got
With
diagnosed.
autism?
No, with antisocial personality disorder.
Uh,
So-
AKA base disorder. the Sigma
Yeah.
disorder.
Sure, let's go with that. Those animals he killed don't matter.
Look, it's all about it. It's called the Sigma grind set, Mango. You wouldn't understand.
Sure.
Sometimes you have to crack a few skulls.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta crack a few hamster skulls to become a
I
man.
mean, he ended up going to prison for killing like 9 people, but
Oh damn! I forget that you tend to date like serial killers for some reason or something, or you turn them into serial killers. I don't know. That's like the one. You're the one consistent thing is that you just.
Jury's still out on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
What was he cooking?
What was he cooking?
He-
Something not
No,
good.
his name was actually Walter White.
His name was William.
No, okay.
His name was William Afton.
Okay, everything I've said so far about him is fake, aside the antisocial personality disorder thing. But when I blocked him on everything, he shaved off all of his hair and started dressing like Walter White. And I think about that sometimes. It's like,
That's
damn,
I've
gonna-
done that before.
That's gonna happen to
definitely a
Pan.
way to cope. That's gonna happen to Pan when I finally leave him.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, my name is Pan Pizza. I live in so and so. I actually know the name of the place where he lives, but I'm not gonna say
So
it.
do I.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you know his exact like address? Because I do.
You DM it to me, and
don't know
I'll
about
hang it over Pan's head. I'm gonna need 50 Mick Pagliacci retweets
Oh,
if you want me
shit,
to
but
not leak this out.
Dude, soon you won't be able to dox Pan because doxing Pan would mean doxing me.
I'll dox Pan's parents.
But we're living in the same apartments.
Yeah, okay.
Are you like the Morty to Pan's Rick? Are you a smokescreen for all of his enemies? You cancel out his Pan waves with your mango waves?
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm more like his handler. Like, you know how like I feel like this might be a little fucked up to say, but like, do you know how
You're
like
Harley Quinn.
you know how
to Joker.
you know how like you know how like in like high school like the people who were like in the special ed class have like
Oh my god, I was just gonna joke that.
the aides who like walk around with them.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like my relationship is with Pan.
Okay, and Pan, remind me again, how old are you?
Old enough.
Okay, all right, just
10
wanted to
years
clarify.
older than me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think that says a lot about society, in my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah.
10
10 years older than me, and yet I'm still his handler. So sad.
That's
What the fuck?
it's because well, I blame toxic masculinity. I blame weaponized incompetence. I blame the patriarchy. Who else can I blame?
Osama bin Laden.
Capitalism. Yeah, Osama bin Laden. I'll add him to the list. Osama bin Barbecue. The name of my
You can also
restaurant.
blame Tom Kenny.
Probably blame Tom Kenny a
Osama
little
bin
bit.
Farden.
We could probably blame Y2K fashion too.
Can we blame
yeah.
Shoe on Head?
Oh fuck! I
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
I fucking
definitely.
hate Shoe on Head. She's got me blocked.
Based.
I seriously think she's a fucking like grifter because I
I
just
was just gonna say that.
because the thing is like I keep hearing from like other kind of like lefties and pseudo lefties saying like no she has like lefty beliefs. It's like, yeah, but why does she always date like
No,
hardcore right wingers?
No, that's unironically. I know a shit ton of like lefty streamers, and they're like, yeah, she's basically a grifter. These aren't actually her beliefs. She's just a grifter.
Yeah, she's obviously just a fucking grifter because how could you like be like spouting like because what I guess she what the one thing she cares about is like universal health care, but she's dating like Nazis and shit. Like, okay,
That's how I feel
That's
about
normal.
everyone in that circle. Like, if you've ever looked at the streaming platform that backs like Vouch and those guys, like Shoe on Head is also there, and it's like, oh, this is just like a money thing for these people.
I do.
And they just pull in everyone else who's in it. For
I
them.
think a lot of these streamers do make too much money. That's why they're never gonna get my money unless they send me like pictures of their titties or something. But other than
Oh, that's
that,
based.
you know.
That's why we need to make sure that Belle Delphine becomes a socialist, because
That'll fix
I
it.
need
That'll
those
fix
moves.
everything. that'll fix all the world's ills if we could get that to happen.
No, the unholy trinity of her, the okay boomer girl, and the hit or miss girl. Which the hit or miss girl, if you guys don't know,
Didn't she like
was
disappear?
no, like she was in my childhood friend group. Like we
Oh,
went
wow.
to conventions together when we were like 13.
You're weird.
We cosplayed Love Live.
You're interesting. You're weird. You're all over the fucking place, to be honest.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't.
Fucking I mentioned earlier in the podcast that that my Jesus TikTok where he has like a fat ass is getting a lot of views on TikTok. There's like a whole
Yeah.
fucking like Jesus debate happening in the comment section right now.
Oh,
Everyone,
boy.
someone's all like, "Oh, this is blasphemy. Oh, you're going to hell for this." And, well,
I'm just gonna comment. Jesus looks like Free Wolfe in this picture, and for those of you who don't get the reference, Free Wolfe has a really fat ass. Free, if you're watching this, I love you. Let's make out.
Matthew 3:2. It's never too late to repent. Turn from the flesh and walk with the Holy Spirit. As I quote from the comment section. Damn. Someone replied.
why is he
so,
saying turn away from the flesh on an image where they're like clearly turning towards the flesh?
Someone replied, "Now do Muhammad."
Uh-oh.
But Ramadan is fucking over. It's too late, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe
Next
next
Ramadan, okay?
I'm a big fan of like all these like Muslim anime edits. There's one with Goku, and he's like, "Hey, it's Goku." Oh man, it sure is hard to fast during Ramadan, but Chi-Chi's making a big dinner for iftar, and Vegeta and his family are coming over.
I've
Yay.
seen that.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I'm pro Muslim. Hot take here on the Cheesy
Yeah,
Cast.
Muslim porn, pretty good.
Pretty
I've got
good.
a
Pretty
nice,
good.
What? Muslim doujinshi that I need to get.
What's
printed.
what's that one porn where it's like a mom and a daughter, they have the hijab
This-
and there's like a racist white guy and then they fuck him.
This
I think I've
this
seen
don't
that.
sound good. Speaking of sacrilegious things to Muslims, is it still bad to use the fire temple chants for project?
Yeah. I mean, it was
Damn.
like, I mean, wasn't it that I mean, they didn't even fucking know. Like they just thought like, oh, this sounds
They
cool.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I need some audio that sounds like the fire temple chants, but less
Well,
sacrilege. You
just
know.
ask your fan base.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, that sounds.
It sounds a
I
little.
was doing like a Tarzan thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No.
Sure. There was a Tarzan thing. Yeah.
Pan, your
Tarzan
optics are already
Ah.
horrible in this community, and you just make it worse every day.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Was that sacrilege? Oh no. Oh no.
How oppressed are the people who still believe in Norse gods? Do you think they're offended by Thor? Probably not. There's not too many of them, right? Or maybe there is a lot of them, and I'm just not aware.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Okay, we're coming close to the end of the podcast here, and,
Podcast.
and we always end out with a segment we like to call "Who Deserves to Get Canceled This Week."
Huh?
And
I think Rebel Taxi. That guy's a fucking weirdo.
the
I
guy,
think we should end him.
the guy's fucking awful, terrible.
I'm just.
He replaced me as his editor, and I didn't know I was getting replaced. So I saw Mango just tweet about being like, "Oh, you want me to edit it now?" And then, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I'm out of a job now." All right, okay. So, fuck. I was scrolling through my fucking private server where I randomly shit talk people trying to figure out who deserves to get canceled, and I can't pull out any specific names right now. If anyone else has someone they want to cancel,
I do have one.
all right, go ahead, Julian.
Some of the people I've been following have pointed out that Warner Bros. Still hasn't done a HD release of Superman Returns. And, now's the time.
Wild.
They are very short on goodwill. They should do a 4K Ultra HD re-release of Superman Returns with the first 15 minutes that they took out of the original theatrical cut. Like, come on,
yeah.
Warner Bros. Stop being stupid.
Wait,
I know
Superman,
it's on Blu-ray.
the Bryan Singer one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Saw that one in theaters. I remember.
Not as bad as everyone says it is.
Yeah,
I remember the choo-choo train scene where they fuck up the trains. Classic.
I don't remember. I do remember. I know he had like a son in that movie or something. It was revealed that he has like a son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has like super strength.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah, anyone I want to cancel. I guess I'll just cancel transphobic people because they need to.
Based.
They need,
Matt Walsh.
yeah, Matt Walsh. Cancel Matt Walsh. I fucking hate Matt Walsh's beard. Why does it look like that? Why does it look like the fucking like magnet beard toy? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
like it-
classic.
Why does this fucking like no seriously? His beard doesn't look real. It looks like it. I really just fucking hate his fucking beard. Oh my god.
Something about conservatives, they just really want to look like plastic people.
Right, exactly. It's like, what is this beard? It doesn't look real. It looks like if he was a video game character, the beard is almost from like 2 console generations ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's like PS3, but the fucking beard is like PS1.
Oh.
I really cancel Matt Walsh. Just cancel all like transphobic people. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking
Yeah.
tired of this like trans people like scapegoating this like attack on drag. Just everything. It's just fucking atrocious. It's so obvious that only like a certain group of them like give a shit about them, and it's always kind of like guys that feel like I'm like it's always these kind of like fucking wiener looking ass guys who just feel like threatened by this shit and they gotta make it everyone else's fucking problem. And it's like, dude, just fucking why? And it's obvious. I know it's a grift. I know it's all a fucking grift. I know that if someone were to come into one of their fucking buildings and shoot them all down, nothing of value would have been lost because they would have been replaced by a new one who would just spout the same shit, and they're all just replaceable. They're like fucking robots. But I don't.
No one goes back to Sargon debate and says, "Oh, I love this one. This is a classic." Like they're just churning out literally disposable garbage.
I do like going to the JonTron and Destiny debate. I do like going back to that one and re-listening to it. Sometimes
I stand corrected.
Oh no.
sometimes I catch like new things about that one. I catch like new like subtle things that JonTron said, and I'm like, whoa, he was much more racist than I remembered.
Oh.
Yeah, so transphobic people. You guys, is there anyone you want to cancel, Pan? Anyone grinding your gears right now?
I'm grinding Disgaea. Whoever decided in Disgaea that only the enemy only the ally that delivers the killing blow gets the XP. Like no one else gets any XP for delivering hits at all.
Nope.
No
That's
one.
a dumb. That's a dumb move. That's a dumb move.
What
This guy sucks. Don't play it.
No, I'm playing it right now. I'm grinding right now.
Nah, fuck this guy. Don't play
It's good
it.
in the late
trying to-
game though because you can like do chip damage with your strongest guy, then get your weakest guy to do the killing blow.
Are the Disgaea sequels better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each sequel
I
adds
assume.
new cool stuff that makes the game better and makes it harder to
I'm
go.
kind of
back to
more
other games.
interested in playing the sequels then because I have a feeling they get better.
Yeah, I heard mechanically yes, but everyone seems to say the storyline with the main trio it just peaked at the first game.
Damn, really?
Depends on how you feel about dumb anime.
Well,
bullshit
I
nonsense.
think the fucking story in the first game is kind of whatever. I think this is kind of like a dull story.
No,
But if it's
like
the
a
peak,
billion man.
this is the peak, then it's like,
Oh.
oh boy.
Oh no, I love the
I'm
story. It's like
personally
a
big fan of Disgaea 3 because it's like, oh, we sit in a high school and it's about the interpersonal relationships and like doubts each character has about their own ability to like function in society.
We always go
No.
back to high school. Always go back. That's where it
high
started.
school never ends.
All right. Mango, do you want to choose someone real to cancel, or do you want to cancel Pan again?
I want to cancel Pan again, 100%.
What did I do?
Oh damn!
You know what you
Doubling
did,
down.
Pan.
You know what you did, Pan.
Why?
You know what you did.
Why?
Guess you'll find out, won't you?
Oh, I guess
you know what you did,
so.
Pan. I DM'd you about my GoFundMe for my testicular cancer, and you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do
You
that.
told Cheesy to kill himself when Cheesy
No,
told you he
I-
had cancer. You said,
That's a
kill yourself, you
lie.
cancer-ridden fuck. That's what you
Whoa,
said.
That never fucking.
He said, "Get away from me,
Didn't
you
have
diseased
screenshots
dog."
to prove it.
happened. No.
Pan tried inventing fucking slurs against people with cancer.
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say a similar joke that Pan invented a new
Joke?
slur.
What do you mean joke? I'm not joking.
Pan invented a new slur for cancer patients that day.
Yeah, I can't say it because it's a slur, but you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I could say it because I have cancer. It's like,
Oh.
oh my god.
Woo, woo, woo.
So anyway, yep, this was the big return of Pan Peaks of the podcast. I hope you fucks enjoyed it. Glad to have him
Yay.
back on. Is there anything you guys want to promote before we end?
My channel, Rebel Taxi. Yeah, it's
Nah,
baller.
it's got too many. It's got already too many subscribers. You don't need to check it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, unsubscribe from him.
Yeah,
No.
just unsubscribe,
Why?
resubscribe, do it over and over again to drive Pan crazy when he sees the numbers fluctuate. He's gonna be like, "What's going on?" No, he's gonna hyperventilate if you do that.
Yeah, true
He,
that.
He already got too many subscribers. You don't need to subscribe. You subscribe to this channel. We're like the third world country, and Pan is like imperialist USA.
Yay.
Yeah,
Epic.
exactly. So support the real underdogs. What do you think?
Apparently, Frederator was the real underdog.
Yeah.
Aren't they like going under?
Yeah, aren't they going bankrupt,
Uh-oh.
or did they? Or wait, did selling BM Puppy Cat and Bravest Warriors to Toho, did that save them, or?
I don't know what's going on with Frederator. I don't know what
I
they do.
last I heard they were fucking going bankrupt. But I guess
Let
they,
us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you're from Frederator, let us know. Do you got anything you want to promote, Mango?
I'd like to promote arson. Yeah, go set stuff on fire.
No.
Oh, by the way, every time I said you should murder people on this podcast, that was obviously a joke. Haha, JK. I was just being funny. Haha. I'm just practicing
I'm
my
not
freedom of
joking.
speech.
This is really serious.
It was just me being a silly little guy like I'm always am. Haha, it was a joke.
You can't. I'm just a silly guy. Your way to this
I'm
one.
not a silly guy myself so hard right now. You're not gonna fucking. Your head's gonna spin from how silly guy I do it. From how silly I get, motherfucker.
Set fires in Minecraft.
Don't be a silly little guy that sets fires. Be a serious little guy. Be a big serious guy who sets fires.
So true. So real.
All right, and Julian, got anything you want to promote? Got anything?
Nothing outstanding, but definitely check out vqcd.in. There are some cool updates coming soon, and I really want people to actually like go to the website because did you guys know websites cost money? You can't just like have them sit there and have people not looking at them.
Yep.
Oh, I know that because I was gonna make a website for ClussyCon to harass Adam Sessler in Social Repose.
Yeah, I need to contact Squarespace. Like, hey, Squarespace, sponsor us. We need to make a ClustyCon thing.
You were not gonna do that. You don't care.
Well, actually, I was gonna get it so I can have my own website, just to have a
Exactly.
catalog of my OCs.
You don't give a shit about ClussyCon. You're not a part of that joke.
Bro,
No, it's part of my Loki. It's part of my Loki character
You don't care
character
about
bios.
my lore pan. Fun fact: the ClussyCon fiasco is why Ronald McDonald had his Instagram comments turned off for a year. Yeah, that was because of me.
wow.
I caused a lot of problems.
Damn. That was you? Wow.
It was me.
And you want to become an attorney? Why?
Well, again, like, I'm gonna be Saul Goodman, okay? Like,
Alright.
What
Okay.
happens to Saul Goodman in the end?
Yeah, Saul Goodman's story does not end in a good way. You're not supposed to idolize
Okay.
Saul Goodman. You're not supposed to idolize him.
I'm gonna kill myself at 35. It's fine.
And in front of Pan. To leave,
no.
to always
To
be in.
permanently change the trajectory of his life.
Right, exactly.
I would want to kill myself somewhere funny. Like,
Oh no!
Like at a
my friend and I, my best friend Nico and I, we have a suicide pact that if we're ever gonna kill ourselves, we have to do it together, and we have to do it in a really comedic way that nobody's ever done before.
Nico, that name sounds familiar. Do they do podcasts?
No,
Okay,
he doesn't exist. He just streams Final Fantasy.
Okay, I'm thinking of another Nico then.
I really don't think you know Nico. He's
I
my
don't.
childhood friend that I know from like 6th grade, dude.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I said I didn't know who Nico was.
It'd be funny to like chop off parts of your body and replace them with PlayStation parts until you die.
It'd be like a cyborg, like a PlayStation cyborg man.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Pan would do. Probably.
Oh yeah, just like Cyberpunk, Edge Runners. Cause I'm
Imagine.
edging. Yeah.
Imagine, Morty. Imagine.
Yeah, edging for what's the blonde chick's name?
Oh no! Can't have shit in Detroit.
What?
I can tweet out the vaguest fucking thing. Like, and my friend Tomato will message me a note in 5 fucking seconds. What I'm referencing,
Cyberpunk.
it's scary. He's psychic. This dude knows me too well. Shout out to Tomato Man.
I've not seen the Cyberpunk anime. Probably never will, to be
No.
honest. I don't.
Who's the white-haired chick?
the-
Yeah, she's
the-
great.
Yeah, her. Yes, that character.
Yay.
All
It's
right,
a good show, but it didn't really stick with me.
I gotcha. I
Guess so.
I don't. What I got to promote? Nothing so far. I'll say. Hopefully the motion comic for Mick Pagliacci should be out soon. I know I said that
When
last
do
episode.
the physical copies come in? Because I pre-ordered.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna come. Oh yeah, if you ordered a physical copy, they did tell me, and this past week I just ordered them, and from this small company that like specializes in this, and specifically like the kind of, because the comics are gonna be particular. They're gonna be on yellow paper with red ink to resemble like
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool.
yeah to resemble burger wrapper. And guess what? Not too
Yes.
many companies do that, sadly. Only like small ones, and the small ones take a while. So they're gonna arrive at my place in like 3 weeks from now. And then after that, I'll be shipping them out as soon as they get here. I'll be shipping them out. So I mean, yeah, I hate to say this, but you're probably gonna get them all in May, to be honest. Because
That's fair.
yeah,
That's not so bad.
yeah, it just takes a while, and yeah, I mean, if it were up to me, I'd if this was if this was the regular company I'd go to, I'd get them pretty quick. But I have to go to a smaller one because my regular doesn't do like the specific this what I want to do with them. You know, the what requires for me to do, and so those should get to you soon. Motion comics gonna drop soon. That one's gonna have like voice actors. The voice actors for it are pretty good. I really like how it's coming out so far. Um, and at the end of okay, wait, on the 21st of this month, I'm gonna be on a live stream with Asterios Kokonos, and I'm gonna explain to him the show Bluey, the toddler show.
Oh boy.
Because let's just say I got a lot of let's just say I was on the ground floor for that fandom, so I was there witnessing the phenomenon start, and then the week after that I'm going to be at a convention in San Diego called FangiaCon, and I'm actually going to be hosting a panel there, and the panel is going to be called How to Design a Villain, and I'm just going to go over like what it takes to. It's going to start as like a basic character design course, but then I'm going to talk about like specifically what it takes to design a villain, what you could do to like inspire yourself, yada yada, all this other stuff. And yeah, it's gonna all happen this month, and hopefully if you're in San Diego you'll check it out, you'll say hi. I don't know if I got any actual fans of this podcast in San Diego, but we'll find out eventually. And I think with that being said, this is the end of the podcast, so bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Stop my recording.